themselves together. It's not a reflection of them having bad character, them being superficial. It's not even just about money. It does include money, don't get me wrong. But it goes beyond the financial. Grown women, they at a point in their lives, they've done the work on themselves. They've cultivated a life for themselves. They've spent some years probably not knowing how to choose a man, probably having a little bit more time to see if a man's promises would eventually pan out, and it didn't. And at this point, they're like, you know what, put up or shut up. I need this to be producing fruit right now. You had enough time. If you want me, you gotta show me something. Grown women are attracted to men who have their ish together. And conversely, they're not attracted to men who show signs of not having it together. And that goes beyond just the financial. I'll give y'all a little backstory to why I even want to talk about this. I was talking to some younger guys. Let's say younger, like 25, 26, but he likes older women. Remind me of myself, actually. But he was wondering why he was striking out with women. Now that he wanted something real, like when he just wanted play, he would go for girls around his age, like 23, 25, something like that, 22, a little younger. But now that he was, looking at the 35-year-old range, the 40-year-old range, he want a grown woman. He's wondering why he's striking out. And he's like, man, older women, honestly, they don't want no good man. They want a baller. They want a rich man. They want a man that's going to pay for their whole life. And I stopped and I said, no, man. I think y'all understand that the rules are just different depending on the maturation of that woman. And if you come to a woman turning her off top, she has no moral obligation to choose you and waste her best years or what's left of her, whatever years she got. She has no ethical obligation to you. She will leave you. She will stop texting back. She will stop answering your phone calls. She may just let you know, or she may just honestly straight up just walk away and just, ghost you. I ain't saying that is right or I agree with it, but yeah, grown women have a lot less time to waste. That's the biggest difference. So if you turn a woman off, he's like, well, what's the turn off for a grown woman? Matter of fact, I hope he's watching this. I don't know if he is. But ladies, I need y'all to help me down in the chat, because this is what I've come to understand about grown women. Turnoffs. One of the first upfront turnoffs for a grown woman, and she don't care how much of a heart of gold you got and how tall you are and whatever. Bad hygiene. Bad hygiene. If you have bad hygiene, lady, put facts or put lies. If I'm lying, tell me I'm lying. But if I'm speaking facts, put facts down in the chat. As a man, if you have bad hygiene, a grown woman, especially one that takes care of herself, is not trying to ruin her pH balance for you. She's not going to deal with you, bro. You come and your breath stink. And let me give y'all a little grooming for my men out there, a little hygiene tip. If you don't floss, your breath probably stinks. You got food on in there. You got to get you some little flossers, man. Y'all got to floss. You want to do the string, cool. You want to do a little flossers, cool. But you got to get on in between the teeth, because you probably got some food stuck in there that's making your mouth stink. You brush your tongue and your teeth all day. If you're not getting floss, your breath probably stinks. If your car is filthy dirty, if your house is filthy dirty, if you got draws the street, like, come on, man, I ain't got to get all in there. But bad hygiene, that stuff might go for a girl that's 18, 19, 20, 21 years old. But when you get up there to grown women, bro, they not playing them games. So another way that you'll turn a grown woman off instantly, and ladies, again, I don't want to speak in place of y'all. Back me up or tell me if I'm lying, by all means, is whenever you disrespect people who are in servant positions. The waitress, the valet driver, the janitor. If you out with a woman and you sitting there trying to present this false bravado, like you better than everybody, you condescending, you talking down to people, the waitress make a mistake and you just all down her throat talking crazy to her, and you thinking that's making you seem like such a much more superior person. All you doing is showing that woman she can't be your helpmeet. Grown women don't mind serving their man. A lot of grown women want a man that's worth serving. So that's how you gonna treat them? That's what they thinking. One, that's how you gonna treat them. And two, you don't have character, you don't have integrity to respect people who are doing something for you, period. Regardless if they're gonna serve you or not. So you in there talking crazy to that waitress, or you getting you don't want to tip her, or you talking crazy to the valet driver, whatever the case may be. When you out with that woman on a date, you done took out to dinner, how you treating other people is going into how she sees you as a man. And I don't care how attractive you think you are, how nice your suit is, your cologne is nice and blah, blah, blah. If you mistreat people, especially those who are in servant positions, that's going to instantly turn that woman off. She ain't gonna want nothing to do with you. A grown woman anyway. A little 21-year-old, I mean, no disrespect, she might think that is cute or something like that. You know, she still like little bullies and stuff that she used to date back in high school. I don't know. But a grown woman is not going to play that. It says that you are not fit to lead her in life. She don't want her kids, future kids or present day kids to model after you. She don't want to be around that type of energy. And again, and also a lot of grown women have worked in those type of positions. They've been waitresses before and they remember that. So be very mindful, fellas, unless you want to turn her off instantly. Another way to turn a grown woman off instantly is for you to be codependent on her. I hear guys all to say, oh, women don't want a good man. No, women don't want a weak man. Women don't want a man who has no center. Women don't want a man who has no identity outside of a relationship, who's suffocating, controlling, clingy, and tries to call it love and affection. No, a woman knows the difference. By all means, affirm that woman, compliment her, give her priority in your life, make time for you guys to spend together. But if you're suffocating that woman, if you're not okay without that woman, like you can't function without her, you worship her, all you're doing is telling her you have no center as a man. You're codependent. You're weak. It just is what it is. Not saying you're a bad person. But if this even is something that offends you, then you're exactly who I'm talking to right now. And a woman cannot feel secure in your love because you're not secure within yourself. Ladies, if I'm speaking facts, put facts down in the chat, down in the comments. If I'm lying, tell me I'm lying. But if a woman senses codependency on her, that's not going to allow her to truly be in her feminine. You're asking her to be in her masculine energy. Not that she needs to be codependent on you, but she needs to know that you're solid within yourself so that you can be that anchor. You can be that stability in a sense when things get crazy. She shouldn't be made to feel like the man in a relationship. Another way to instantly turn off a woman, the grown woman especially, is for you to rush into the sexual chapter of you guys' relationship. This ain't about morality and ethics, but if that woman senses, of course, she wants to be sexually desired by her man or her future man or, you, but that part is obvious. If you rush in, what it says is that you have an unawareness of the process it takes for a grown woman, a quality woman, a woman with long-term intentions to get comfortable with you enough to give her body to you. If you have that unawareness up front, you're going to have that unawareness when it comes to actually pleasing her, connecting with her, making love to her. And she's not going to want to even go there with you, run up a body count, add you to the list of people. Like, you know what I'm saying? She's not even going to do that, develop a soul tie with you, possibly get digmatized to you. And you already up front ain't thinking nothing about what it takes for her to come into this safely and securely. So if you rush in there, she knows, one, you're too young in the mind, and two, you probably doing this with everybody. Three, you just want this from her. You're rushing so you can get it over with. You have no dick discipline. You have, again, no awareness. You have not matured beyond where you're dominated by that part of you. We've all been there. I know I have. It just is what it is. But that's an instant way to turn off a grown woman. If the conversation has to turn sexual, the first date, the first couple conversations immediately, you're going to turn her off. Not that she don't like sex. Quiet as kept. We think as men, our sexual appetite is so much bigger. Man, look, when a grown woman, gets comfortable with you, she gonna blow your mind. You probably not gonna be able to handle her, especially if she's very reserved with who she gives that type of access to. All that energy is built up, waiting for a man who's worth it. So you ain't got to worry about, well, what if she ain't really sexually? No. She wouldn't be talking to you if there was zero chance for her to be sexually attracted to you. She may not be fully even yet. She may have to grow into that. Some women are different. But don't worry about that part. You dealing with a grown woman, bro. Like, you just need to play. You need to make sure that in this season of dating, you're building the right foundation. And by the time you get to anything sexual or whatever, she gonna open up. She gonna open up. If you used to young girls who just so infatuated by a guy who gives them a compliment on their tits or their butt or whatever, man, you're not gonna get the best out of them. Another way to immediately, actually, I'll just leave this here, turn off a grown woman Ladies, again, this whole time, if I'm speaking facts, put facts. Because guys, they ain't going to hear from me. I'm not giving them the, you know what I'm saying? I'm not, y'all the ones that's going to validate this one way or the other, or tell me if I'm telling lies. But that's if she senses misalignment. Some of y'all so used to lying. Some of y'all so used to not living your truth. You don't even know when you lying no more. It's just so natural. It's like your language. It's like English BS. It's like just right there, 1A. You just speak BS constantly. You say one thing, you contradict it later, and you don't even know that you lying. Misalignment. When you start lying and a woman can hear that you have no awareness that you even lying, you lying about little stuff, you're going to instantly turn that woman off. Because something else it signals to her is that you're in fear. You're a fear-driven man. Honest men are courageous men. Men who lie about everything are fearful men. Fear will repulse any grown woman. She's not wanting to be with a fearful man. A fearful man isn't going to live his truth. A fearful man is not going to keep it real with her. A fearful man can't protect her heart. Just straight like that. So you could be good in your intentions. You can be good when it comes to donating to causes and, you do good by your pet or whatever, but that woman, you're not going to create a good experience for her in a relationship if you're in fear, or again, if you treat people badly whenever y'all go out, if you're trying to rush into sex, if you have bad hygiene. And this is why grown women typically are so dissatisfied on the dating scene. They're coming across guys who seem like a good catch, but they end up being a horrible keep. Up front, they do all these things to be attractive. Got your hair cut, got a nice car, you got this, that, and the other, you know what I'm saying? Talk game good. But you have not done the internal work to truly evolve as a man. And it's unfortunate that a lot of grown women who have done the work on themselves, y'all, ladies, I'm gonna just talk to y'all now. You feel like you have to be single for so long, 10 years, 20 years, 5 years, etc. When really you just have to know how to position yourself for a man who has evolved to not only be attractive up front, but also help take you to new levels of yourself after you've truly invested your full self into him in a relationship. Only evolved man who's putting that work for himself, on himself, can do that with you in a relationship. Now, if you don't know how to attract evolved men, you feel like you're attracting the same types of guys over and over again that you have to raise, that you have to correct and teach and all these other things that keep being regrets and lessons learned instead of blessings received. If you keep running into that instead of evolved men, you need to tap into my free masterclass. Again, free masterclass. You ain't got to give me no money. But I went in over an hour giving you the strategies to attract truly evolved men. That link, by the way, is down here in the caption. I mean, the comments right here. It's also in the caption when you back out. But if you don't look right here, that link is right here. Click that link, register for the free class before it comes down. Once it hits a certain number, it's coming down. That's why. And get access to that masterclass. It's called Secrets to Making Evolved Men Crave You. Went in over an hour, how to attract, how to pull in multiple evolved men so you could choose the right one for you. Not on nothing manipulative, nothing fake. You don't have to stop being your authentic self. You just have to know how to get in position, because evolved men don't have intuition like y'all do. So you have to be able to, look, I go in over there. Let's stick back to the topic. It's one ball game whenever you're dealing with younger girls, women with time, a little bit more time to waste. Women with less experience. It's a whole nother ball game, man, when you're dealing with women who are 30 plus, 35 plus. They got real responsibilities. They put in real work on themselves. They've overcome some real stuff in their life. They're not trying to repeat the same mistakes over and over again. When you get to the grown man's game, the evolved man's game, and you want to deal with a woman that wants something real and something long term, you can't come with playing by the same rules you play with everybody else. Because the moment that woman senses that you want some nonsense that's going to take her backwards to some stuff that she had to pray her way out of, she's going to stop texting you back. She's going to stop answering that phone call. She's going to stop making time for you. And she ain't going to lose no sleep about it. Ladies, if I'm telling the truth, share this right now for somebody else on your timeline. If I'm telling the truth, if anything I said has been the truth, share this right now for somebody on your timeline who needs to hear this message. And if you're in the market for an evolved man, click that link that you see pinned right here down in the comments or in the caption whenever you back out. Get access to that masterclass, y'all. Do yourself a favor. You'll be thankful you did. Secrets to Making Evolved Men Crave You, pinned right here by my page. Holla at y'all lady. I'll be good.